Hello, welcome to Yoga Flow. Today, we're going to have a strong practice that will include a lot of the warrior poses as well as a strong warrior 3 variation. So if you can't do a full warrior 3, no worries. I've got blocks or hands on the floor for you as an option. And if you can do the full warrior 3, that's great too. I'll have a more challenging option with that one as well. The strap we will use towards the end of class, so you can have it close, but out of the way. And when you're ready, we will get started. So finding a comfortable seat, whatever that looks like for you, zipping up through the front body, grow longer from crown to tail. We'll relax the shoulders, slight tuck in the chin, and we'll come into the breath. Breathe and expand. And release. Good. So as you're breathing, I'm going to encourage you to use the Ujjayi pranayama, that back of the throat constriction, the ocean breath on either the inhale, the exhale, or both, depending on where you are. And with it being election week in the United States, that can bring joy and negativity, anxiety, what have you. So I'm going to give you some things to think about as we go through, nonpartisan, no political things, just things to think about. And as you breathe, one of those things is something that I like when I'm really stressed out and can't get a handle, can't concentrate, is clear and release. So basically, you take a big inhale and you say clear or release, and just clear or release it. Think about you're releasing whatever it is that's causing you the issue. We'll do that a few times here. Big inhale. Clear, big exhale. One more time. Big inhale. Clear and release. Good. We'll come back to that throughout the practice. Fingertips to the side, palms turning up. Inhale, reach, 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 and lengthen. Touching palms together, exhale, hands in heart center. So you can create a different intention than what I just talked about. Or you can stay with what I'm going to give you, different prompts. How could you lessen anxiety and be more grounded? When you're ready, we'll take that back up. Reach, 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 and lower. Now let's keep moving. We'll inhale and exhale, and inhale and exhale, and inhale and exhale. Now you can start to take this a little bit quicker. Stay with the breath. And I'm getting a little rotation here. So as my arms come up, hands are facing the ceiling, and then they're pushing the air down. Good. And then from here, when you're ready, take it out, goalpost, and reach and pull, and reach and pull, and reach and pull. So a lot of stagnant energy in this time of society is spent on the computer. We get tight shoulders, and we're just going to work out some of that energy. Good. Come back, and let's rotate. Now notice how I'm rotating. I'm keeping my head forward, and I'm only moving through the torso. Good. And when you're ready, reach. Palms turn up, hands to the shoulders, move forward and back. Belly button is in. Use that good core stability to keep you from flopping around like a fish. Let's take some circles here. And in the other direction. Good. Big inhale and reach. Exhale, side bend towards the left. Sits bones are grounded. Really reach through that top arm. Reach through the side body. Breathe and expand. Come back to that Ujjayi. So I cannot talk and do that at the same time, but I'll do a few rounds here. Good. You can stay here. You can side bend deeper. You can choose to open towards the ceiling or getting a C curve roll. Forehead in the direction of the knee, but not touching. And when you're ready, inhale and lengthen. Exhale, move through center. Take that right into the other side. Reach, reach, reach. Breathe. Good. You can stay here. You can side bend deeper. You can open up, or you can get that C curve roll. Forehead in the direction of the knee, but not touching. Inhale and lengthen. Exhale, coming back up. Big inhale and exhale. Good. We're going to move right into all fours. So if you need to bring in a knee cushion here, go ahead and do that. And I'm going to do that myself. I don't typically have knee issues, but I'm finding as I approach certain ages, my knees just feel good with extra support. You can do the same thing with the wrist here if you need to do that as well. But we're going to spread the fingers nice and wide, rooting through the knuckles of pinky, pointer, and thumb. Knees are going to be hip width apart or slightly wider than that if you've got some back issues. Press that floor away, belly button in. Inhale, shine that heart forward, tip the pelvis back. Nice cow pose. Exhale and round, madcap pose. Inhale, cow. Exhale, cat. Good. Inhale, exhale. Good. Now we're going to change that up a little bit here. So come back to all fours. We're going to do a side bend. So as we do the side bend, think about squeezing the low rib cage and the top of the hip together. So we're going to side bend to the right and left, and right and left, and right and left, and right and left. Back to center. Inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale, pause, exhale as you round through cat, sink back, little child's pose. As we lift, could you find that round again, moving through cat, coming back into cow. And we'll round and shift child's pose and round as we come up, moving back into cow pose. And again, and round and take it back and round and take it up. Now this time we're going to take it back into a more true child's pose. So knees can be together as wide as the mat or somewhere in between. You can take your arms long in front of you or hands back by the ankles if shoulders don't want that. Forehead can come to the floor or a block or some other support. Breathe and expand. Zip up from that pubic bone behind the navel. Keep that ujjayi if you can. And as we work through clear and release and kind of minimizing anxiety, just something to note, with very few exceptions, you are 100% in control of what you say, what you type and post, what you do, and how you react. So other people don't make you do or say things. You are in control. So how do you want to contribute or not contribute? From here, when you're ready, hands under the shoulders, and we'll press back up. Good. From here, coming back to tabletop, we're going to find our downward facing dog position. So if you're taller than 5 foot, you can take a half a hand's width or full hand's width forward. Now I'm going to move back and move my blanket out of the way here. But when you're ready, find your downward facing dog. Pressing in forward into the hands. Fingers are still spread wide, rooting through knuckles of pinky, pointer, and thumb. Shoulders in their pockets, maybe elbows turn in slightly, head and neck are free. Looking down at the feet, pressing evenly into big toe and pinky toe mounds. If you've got back issues or tight in the backside, keep a little bend in the knees. Otherwise, you can start to lengthen. Good. Now you can see me take my heels down. That took me about 8 years to be able to do that, of almost daily consistent practice. So if that's not where you are, don't force your heels down, but you can start to bend and lengthen. And the deeper the bend, the more challenge you'll have. If you want that, you can walk the dog, bending one knee, lengthening one leg. You can come higher on the toes and drop the heels. You can be in stillness. Find what works for your body in this moment. And then from here, find your downward facing dog. Inhale, look forward, bend the knees, pause, walk the hands back towards the feet, get into all four corners. Let the knees bend a little bit here, come into a dangle, grabbing opposite elbows. Breathe and expand. You can stay here if it's safe for you to sway side to side. You can take that option. Good. If you took the sway, we'll come back to center. We'll release elbows. Inhale, lift and lengthen halfway. Press into the feet. Come to thighs or shins. Long spine. Exhale and we'll fold. We'll do that again. Inhale, lift and lengthen halfway. The floor, the shins, the thighs. Exhale and we'll bow. Inhale, root into the feet. Engage the glutes. Rise all the way up. Exhale, hands to heart center. Inhale and we'll lift. Exhale and we'll fold. Inhale, lift and lengthen halfway. Exhale and we'll bow. Bending the knees, walk your hands forward. Find a plank, knees up or grounded. Rooting a little bit deeper into the pointer and the thumb. Belly button is in. You're looking for a long line from shoulder to knee or shoulder to ankle. Shoulders are over or slightly behind the wrist. Belly button is in. We're breathing. Good. Let's take a clear and release. Big inhale. Exhale, clear. One more time. Big inhale. Exhale, clear. Bending the knees or hinging back from the hips. Find your down dog. From the downward facing dog, inhale, look forward, bend the knees, walk or step your feet forward to meet your hands. Inhale, lift and lengthen halfway, blocks, floor, shins or thighs. Exhale, and we'll bow. Inhale, root through the feet, engage the glutes, rise all the way up. Exhale, hands to heart center, modified sun salute A. Inhale and lift, exhale and fold. Inhale, lift and lengthen halfway. Exhale, and we'll bow. From here, plant the hands, step back into that plank, knees lifted or lowered. Good. And then choose your path. So some of you might need to lower knees down first. And if you're not real strong in the upper body, that's what I recommend. Otherwise, you can start to lower down. Try not to collapse to the upper body. So practicing with knees down will help you build that strength. So when you decide to do it knees up, you've got good form. We'll wiggle, wiggle, wiggle here from side to side. Hands a little forward into the side of the shoulders, relaxing. Belly button is in. Exhale, find a baby cobra. Good. You can stay here, maybe lift the arms, finding a true cobra. And we'll lower that back down and we'll come back down. Wiggle, wiggle, wiggle. Inhale, belly button in. Exhale, find baby cobra or find medium cobra. Remember, shoulders are in their pockets, not by the ears, and we're lifted in the belly. So we're not hanging in the low back. We've got that support. And we'll lower that back down. And wiggle, wiggle, wiggle. Belly button is in. Find baby cobra, medium cobra, or high cobra. Again, shoulders are in their pockets. Belly is supported. Those of you that have it and want it, lower a little bit. You can tuck the toes. On the toes or tops of the feet, find an upward facing dog, full up dog. And when you're ready, we'll lower that back down. Wiggle, wiggle, wiggle. Hands under the shoulders. Stronger, more experienced yogis can tuck the toes, push up into plank, shift back down dog. Otherwise, move back through tabletop, tucking toes, lifting up, downward facing dog. Good. From down dog when you're ready. Inhale, look forward, bend the knees. Walk, step, or hop your feet forward to meet your hands. Inhale, lift and lengthen halfway. Exhale, and we'll bow. Inhale, root, engage, and rise. Exhale, hands to heart center, finding breath, mountain, intention. We're going to move through a few more of those a little bit quicker. You choose to take or skip the flow. Down dog or child's pose is okay if you are not flowing. Big inhale and reach. Exhale and we'll fold. Inhale, lift and lengthen halfway. Exhale and we'll bow. Inhale, step or hop back to plank. You choose. Take or skip a flow. From down dog when you're ready. Inhale, look forward, bend the knees. Walk, step, or hop your feet forward to meet your hands. Inhale, lift and lengthen halfway. Exhale, and we'll bow. Inhale, root, engage, and rise. Exhale, hands to heart center. Inhale and lift. Exhale and fold. Inhale, lift and lengthen halfway. Exhale and we'll bow. Inhale, step or hop back to plank. You choose. Take or skip a flow. I'm going to skip this flow. Inhale, look forward, bend the knees. Walk, step, or hop your feet forward to meet your hands. Inhale, lift and lengthen. Exhale, and we'll bow. Inhale, root, engage, and rise. Exhale, hands to heart center. Last one. Inhale and lift. Exhale and fold. Inhale, lift and lengthen halfway. Exhale, and we'll bow. Inhale, step or hop back to plank. You choose. Take or skip a flow. Good. And pause for a moment in this down dog. Good. How do you ground yourself? How do you ground yourself and remain grounded? So for me, that's breathing. It's my yoga practice, my Pilates practice. I also wear a hematite anklet on my right side to pull that energy down into the earth. From here, when you're ready, inhale, look forward, bend the knees, walk, step, or hop your feet forward to meet your hands. Inhale, lift and lengthen halfway. Exhale, and we'll bow. Inhale, root, engage, and rise. Exhale, hands to heart center. Finding breath, mountain, intention. All right, let's try for a new pattern. From here, big inhale and reach. Exhale and fold. Inhale, lift and lengthen halfway. Exhale and we'll bow. From here, bring a block in here if you need to. You're going to step the right foot back. Find that left up runner. Now you can keep hands on blocks if you need to. Use your back ankle. The front heel's never going to leave the floor to push you forward and back. So really strengthen that back leg. Really get into the feet. Really get into that ankle. Good. Now from here, your back leg's going to lower down, preferably behind the hip. And then from here, be stable as you rise. Zip up the front body, find a back bend. Inhale. Exhale, taking that down. Right hand on the floor to a block. Open to the left. Really open the left shoulder. Look up there. Inhale. Exhale, taking that down. Left hand to the outside of the left foot to the floor to a block. Open the right. Opening the right shoulder. Looking up there. And taking that back down. Find your balance and stability. Rise again. You can stay here. You can open to the side, or you can take your arms behind you, leaving them there or binding here. Find yours. Good. Releasing. Inhale and reach. Exhale, hands to the floor. Tuck the back toe. Lift the back knee. Front foot comes back. You choose. Take or skip a flow. Noticing how you feel. on right and left side. Maybe say to yourself, I am grounded. I can ground. Inhale, look forward, bend the knees. Walk, step, or hop your feet forward to meet your hands. Inhale, lift and lengthen. Exhale, and bow. Inhale, root, engage, and rise. Exhale, hands to heart center. Good. From here, step your weight into the left foot. Good. So really get into all four corners of that left foot. We're going to pick up the right foot. The higher you go, the harder it is. If you're not stable when you're low, don't take it up higher. You won't magically become more stable, but press into big toe, pinky toe mound, press into the heel. Arms, hands can be anywhere you want them, so it doesn't have to be what I'm doing. And we'll take that foot down. Good. Big inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. Moving that energy. Good air in the lungs, good breath. Clear and release. Good. Now come back up. Good. Weight into the right side. Pick up the left side. Press into the big toe, pinky toe mounds, and heel of that right foot. So you're pressing out of the hip when you do that. So here's a lazy hip. Here's a strong hip. Being a strong hip. Strong hip, strong legs, strong back. It's harder than it looks. And when you're ready, we'll take that down and we'll take that again. Big inhale, exhale. Coming all the way back up. Reach, reach, reach. Inhale, exhale, taking that down. Inhale, lift and lengthen halfway. Exhale, and bow. This time the left foot's going to step back. Use a block here if you need to. Good. And again, this heel never leaves the floor. Move forward and back here. Good. Good. Now, when you're ready, that back knee's going to lower. Good. Find stability, rise, zip up through the front body, find that little balance and reach. Coming up. Good. Left hand's going to come to the block or to the floor, open to the right, really open that right shoulder. And taking that down. Right hand's going to come to the outside of the right foot to a block or to the floor. Open to the left, really open the left shoulder. And taking that back down. Good. From here, find your stability again. Good. Reach and rise. Zip up that front body. And remember your options. You can stay here. You can open here. Or hands will come behind for a bind or just rest. Find what works for your body in this moment. Good. Carefully release and reach. Take those hands back down to the floor. Tuck the back toe, lift the back knee. Front foot steps back. You choose. Take or skip a flow. From the down dog, when you're ready, inhale, look forward, bend the knees, walk, step, or hop your feet forward to meet your hands. Inhale, lift and lengthen. Exhale, and bow. Inhale, root, engage, and rise. Exhale, hands to heart center. Weight comes over into the right foot this time, picking up the left foot. Really press into the floor. Could you go higher this time or maybe about the same? Zip up through the front body. Lifting this leg is core work. And we'll take that foot down. Here we go. Big inhale, exhale. Good. Breathe, move, Clear and release. Feel those feet ground into the floor. Coming all the way up. Good. Weight comes over into the left foot. Big toe, pinky toe mounds in the heel. Could you pick up the right? Be strong in the left leg. And taking that down last time. Good. Coming all the way back up. Reach, reach, reach. Exhale, hands to heart center. Good. We're going to take that into a new pattern now. So I recommend taking your block, if you might need that, on the left side, because the left leg's going to be the front leg here. So we're going to go into a chair pose here to start. And those of you that are newer, have balance issues, or maybe some back issues, I want you to keep your feet hip width apart. Those of you that are not newer, you don't have any issues or anything like that, can step the feet closer together or together. So choose your challenge here. I'm going to demo hip width apart today. Arms are up. Sit back, find your chair. Now zip up through the front body, belly button is in, shoulders are back. Find the heels, find the glutes. Maybe tell yourself, I will take deep breaths today. I will take deep breaths today and every day this week. Those of you that want a little bit more challenge, could you sink a little bit deeper coming into skier? Heels stay grounded. Now, getting into the heels, getting into the glutes. Pick yourself up out of there. Reach, 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 and take a fold. Inhale, lift and lengthen halfway. Exhale, and we'll bow. Inhale, step or hop back to plank. You choose. Take or skip a flow. I'm going to skip this little flow here. Good. From the downward facing dog, left leg is going to lift 3-point, bending that knee. Round, step or pick up and put the left foot forward between the hands. I'm going to bring a block in here to help with stability. We're going to warrior prep the back foot. When you're stable, we'll rise into warrior two. Warrior two, warrior two. Good. Front hip will come back hip comes forward slightly. Watch your tracking, hip, knee, and toe. Pressing strongly into both edges of the feet and the heel. Look down, make sure you can see that front toe. Good. Now pressing evenly into big toe and pinky toe mounds. Could you lift those toes only? Notice. If you lower the toes, can you keep that engagement? Think about the grounding. This is first chakra work here. With a bent front knee or a lengthened front leg, take it back into exalted. You're free to arm bind or arm wrap here. Find what feels good to you. Inhale, exhale, warrior two. We're going to take this into extended side angle. So really press to the back leg, back edge of the foot. Lengthen, lengthen, lengthen. Knee should not be changing here in this front leg when you can come no more. Forearm comes to the thigh. Hand can come to the block or to the floor. Outside is going to be easier than inside, and we'll open up. Really open up that shoulder. Arm can be up or overhead. Good. And breathe. You've got a long torso here. This is not a forward fold. While you're here, think about, I will take time for my self-care this week. Is it your yoga and Pilates practices? Is it journaling? Is it breath work? Is it something else? Is it turning off social media and the news? It's okay to do that. Looking down at that front foot, lengthening that front leg, coming out of there, coming back into exalted variation. Root those feet in, turn it into a balance challenge. And inhale, Exhale, upper body comes up. We're going to go into triangle from here. So if you need to shorten or widen your stance or try a different alignment, go ahead and do that. I'm going to kind of readjust a little bit here for myself. Whoops, try not to fall over. From here, front hip's going to come back hip's going to come forward. My front knee is slightly bent, AKA unlocked, and I'm going to reach, and I'm going to reach, and my torso is long, and when I can come no more, I come to a thigh, a shin, a block, the floor, opening up to the right. So in triangle, you want to eventually get yourself to a point where your torso is parallel to the floor and to the ceiling. If you're doing one of these things here, you're not in triangle, or at least not a good form of it. So think about the length. So if you can't come all the way to the floor, that's why we rest right here. That's why we have blocks. It took me a while to perfect this one too. Practice makes progress. Rome wasn't built in one day. Neither are our yoga poses perfected in one day. We take our time. Good. Now, looking down at that front foot. Good. We're going to put a bend in that front knee. We're going to cartwheel the hands down here. I'm going to bring my block back in. I'm going to lift up that back heel. My back heel will not be grounded. I'm going to come into a pyramid variation. Now, you may not need your blocks here, but you can always bring that in. Front hip comes back hip comes forward. Your body will let you know if it's a good idea or a bad idea to fold in. So be where you need to be here, lengthen. Good. Now from here, if you took a deeper fold, we'll come out of the deeper fold. This is where it's going to get tricky. This is where we're going to come into warrior three. So we're going to put a bend in that front knee. You can take a block or your hands forward in front of you. Good. And some of you might need a grounded warrior three here. So you don't want the hips up here. That's a different pose. You want your hips to be pointed towards the floor. And you want to press into the heel, press into the big toe mounds. Now, if you've got the full, you can bring that in here. Arms can be anywhere you want. Press out of the heel, press into the heel, press out of the hip. It's a lot harder than it looks. And then when you're ready, good. We'll take that back down, reach that right leg back, plant the hands, front foot steps back. You choose, take or skip a flow. And once you come to that downward facing dog, we're going to get that left leg a nice stretchy here. So put a bend in the right knee, press back through that left heel. That should feel really good. Strong shoulders. And when you're ready, down dog. Inhale, look forward, bend the knees, walk, step, or hop your feet forward to meet your hands. Inhale, lift and lengthen. Exhale, one all bow. Inhale, root engage and rise. Exhale, hands to heart center. Good. I'm just going to switch sides here. So we're going to take this into the other side. We're going to come back to a chair. If you've got knee issues, I want you to keep your heels grounded and just practice regular chair, which is going to be like this. Okay. If you do not have any knee issues, and you can keep hip, knees, and toes tracking forward, so knees can't come in or go out and do funny things, you can try this on your tippy toes. So from here, when you're ready, big inhale, find traditional chair, or come up onto the toes, the balls of the feet, and find tippy toe chair. And we're breathing. Come back, clear and release, find Ujjayi. From here, when you're ready, we'll press up out of there. Heels will come down if you were lifted. Open, open, open. Inhale, exhale, and we'll fold. Inhale, lift and lengthen halfway. Exhale, and we'll bow. Inhale, step or hop back to plank. You choose, take or skip a flow. From the down dog, when you're ready now, Right leg's gonna lift 3-point, bending that knee, round, step or pick up and put the right foot forward between the hands. Bring a block in if you need to. Warrior prep, find your stability. And when you're stable, rise, warrior 2, warrior 2. So I have different alignments on one side than the other side. That's why I look very different. Good. Hip, knee, and toe track. Front hip will come back just a smidge, relaxing the shoulders. Strong through the back edge of the back foot, strong in that front heel. Press big toe and pinky toe mounds into the floor, lifting toes only. If you lower the toes, can you keep that engagement? With a bent front knee or a lengthened front leg, take it back, exalted variation. If you did an arm bind or an arm wrap at this point on the other side, find something similar. Good. Inhale, exhale, finding warrior 2. You're going to find that extended side angle. So press to the back leg, back foot, lengthen, lengthen, lengthen. Torso stays long. Forearm comes to the thigh, a block or the floor, and we open up. Arm can be up or overhead. Find yours. Front knee is over behind the ankle. Torso is long. Good. Looking down at that front foot, lengthening that front leg, come back, exalted variation, root into the feet, find that balance challenge. And when you're ready, we'll come up, we'll prepare for a triangle on this side. So I'm gonna change my alignment a little bit here. If you need to change yours, change yours. Front hip will come back hip will come forward. Zip up the front body, root in those feet, lengthen, lengthen, lengthen. Remember, this is not a forward fold. Long torso, come to the thigh, a shin, a block the floor, open up. And then when you're ready, looking down at that front foot, putting a bend in that front knee, we're going to cartwheel this down, swiveling up the back foot. You can have a block or two in front here. This is the transition to the warrior 3. So from here, when you're ready, good. You can come forward. Hips are even to the floor as best as you can. Press into that heel, lift out of the hip. Good. You can come to a full warrior 3 variation. Be strong. And when you're ready, hands can come back down. Reach that left leg back. Plant those hands. Front foot comes back. You know what we did? We forgot something here. While we're here, let's get that pyramid variation in. My bad. So from here, we're in the perfect position, bringing in the block. Let's lengthen that front leg. Front hip comes back, and your body will let you know if it's safe to fold in or not. Good. Back heel does not ground. Apologies about that. This is one of my favorites. This would have been sad if we forgot it on this side. Good. From here, if you took a deeper fold, we'll come back up. We'll put a bend in your right knee. Now you can step the front foot back. You choose, take or skip a flow. Now we're more even. Good. Now from here, when you're ready, we'll bring the knees down. Good. We're gonna cross the ankles, come back to a seat. If that's not for you, come back to a seat the best way you can. We're gonna do a little bit of a core exercise here. And I'm just gonna make sure that my space is a little bit more clear. So those of you where rolling like a ball or rolling in a circle is not your jam for whatever reason, that's fine. Your practice is gonna be a boat. And you can hold here, a little bit of a grounded boat. You can lift up here. You can be up here. You can be up here. You can take the Pilates version of that, grabbing feet or legs, kind of coming to the open rocker version if you want to. Otherwise, you can cross at the ankles You can roll, or maybe you want to try to roll in a circle. And if you're not out of energy, once you've completed your circle, try to do the other direction. Good. I think I can. I think I can, maybe not. That's the most I've done though in a couple months. So that's great. I'm going to take a break from that and be happy with it. So from here, whenever you're ready, cross the ankles, come forward to all fours, find a juicy child's pose here. Knees as wide as the mat, somewhere in between or together. Arms can be long. Good. So remember the different things. We've got clear and release. We've got the reminder that we are one, with the exception of a few rare instances, we are 100% in control of what we say, what we type, what we post, what we do, how we react. We can ground. We can breathe. And when you're ready, we'll come up to a seat. Good. Now I'm going to bring my blanket back in here to sit on. Good. Good. I'm going to take my left leg out to the side and bring my right foot in here. So if you are really tight in the backside and you need support under this knee, put a folded blanket, a pillow, or something under there so you don't have to think about keeping it bent. It's just being supported for you. Find an anterior tilt of the pelvis. So tailbone comes back, hip bones come forward. Big inhale and reach, long spine, hinge from the hips. When you can come no more with the long spine, hands will come down. Breathe into it. Your body will gradually let you know if it's safe to fold deeper because it will want to do that on an exhale. And when you're ready, inhale, exhale, we'll come back up. Now, this next one, you've got options. You can do just a basic side bend here. If you want to follow me through some rotation and twisting, then follow me. Otherwise, arms up. Exhale, take a side bend or rotate towards that leg and fold over that leg. Hips stay grounded. Those of you that took the twist and fold with me, if you want to come into a deeper one, so left arm's going to come on the inside of that left leg. Right hand's going to come somewhere on the outside of that leg or the foot. And you can continue to rotate here, maybe looking under that top arm. And then from here, if you took the deeper twist, we'll come out of there. And then everyone will come up from here. Good. When you're ready, we're going to switch sides. So now the right leg is going to come long. Left foot's going to come in. Reset the spine into anterior tilt if you need to do that. And then from here, remember your option. Oh, never mind that one. We're going to fold forward first. Inhale, exhale, hinge forward. Good long spine. Hip bones, tailbone, stay on the floor. Body will let you know when it's safe to come deeper. And don't forget to support this right knee if you need to do that. Find you Ujjayi if you can. Now when you're ready, good. We'll come up out of there. Good. Same as before. Now your options, you can take the side bend or follow me through a twist. So big inhale and reach, exhale, side bend or rotate and fold. You can stay here if you took the twist and fold with me, or for the deeper, right arm's gonna come on the inside of the right leg, grabbing inside of right foot. Left hand's gonna come somewhere on the outside. You can stay there or opening up. And when you're ready, good, we'll carefully undo and come back up out of there. Great job. From here, have your strap handy, have a block handy, and we are going to find our way to the floor. So a roll down variation, or just coming onto your back in a different, better way for you, will come down. Once you get down there, take the knees into the chest and rock, rock, rock side to side. Good. From here, when you're ready, good. I'm going to just move this out of the way here. Planting the feet down, rolling the shoulders back, pressing arms into the floor, hip, knees, and toes are going to track. Pressing strongly into both feet, lift up the hips to the ceiling. Your body will let you know when you should not come up any higher. And we'll take that down. Now for bridge number 2, it's freestyle bridge. It can be any bridge you want that's in your practice. You can do what we just did. If you want something supportive, you can take that block in ranch house or townhouse setting, placing that right under the sacrum. You can take the feet in closer, grab the ankles, can't reach the ankles. You've got your strap. We'll take your strap around the ankles. Good. And then you can lift up here. Now you know what that feels like. Same thing, if you want to clasp the hands underneath but can't quite reach, or reach without wrist and shoulder discomfort, take that strap underneath, roll the shoulders under, lift up, reach your hands in the strap towards his feet. Now you know what that feels like. You can, lift the heels, lift the toes, lift a leg. You can come into full back bend if that's in your practice. Hips, knees, and toes, still track in alignment. We don't take the legs wider or turn them out. Find what it is that you need to find. And then from here, when you're ready, based on where you went, carefully come out. And if you went into full back bend, watch your head, watch your neck. Good. And then when you come out of there, take the knees into the chest and rock, rock, rock side to side. Good. From here, when you're ready, I'm going to put my block out of the way. I'm going to grab my strap. And I'm going to take my right foot into the strap. Good. My left leg is going to be slightly bent for a little bit long. And I'm going to take my straps here into the left hand. My right arm's going to come out to the side. From here, inhale, exhale, I'm going to arc my right leg over. Now you can keep that 45 degrees. You might need to wiggle around. You can wiggle the foot around to find a sweeter spot too. Or you can take that all the way over into a twist. My wall's in the way here. Good. You can take that all the way over into the twist, but keep the leg in line with the hip. So if you can't do that on your own, stick your block under there for support. Try to keep both shoulders grounded, looking to the right. Belly button is also in here if you're taking full spinal twist to protect the low back. Good. Bringing that back up, remove the foot from the strap, cross the ankle over that knee. So be right ankle over left knee. You can stay here if this is your figure 4, or you can start to bring it into the chest. You can rock side to side if you need to do that too. And when you're ready, good. We'll take that down and undo. Grab that strap. We'll take that to the other side. So now the left foot's going to come into that strap now. Both straps are going to come into the right hand. Left leg's going to come long or be slightly bent. You can arc that leg over. You can wiggle, wiggle, wiggle here to find your sweet spot. You can move the foot around, finding a sweeter spot. Trust me, you'll know it when you hit it. Or you can take that leg over, finding full spinal twist, keeping leg in line with the hip. Don't let it flop on the floor, looking to the left. And when you're ready, good. We'll come back up. Good. From here, we'll remove that foot from the strap. Cross the left ankle over right knee. You can stay here for figure 4 or bring it in. Rock, rock, rock side to side if you want to do that. Good. And then when you're ready, we're going to set ourselves up for Shavasana. I'm going to bring my blanket in here for a little neck pillow. You can be on your back with legs long and flopped open. You can put a bend in the knees if you have a back that, doesn't want to do that. You can be on your side or on your belly. And then be where you can be about 10% more comfortable. Good. And from here, we're going to take a big deep breath in. Clear and let it out. One more time, big inhale in. Release to let it out. Drop into the heart space. Trust the ground to support you, and I'll leave you here for a few moments. Taking some deep breaths here. Choose stillness or gently take head and neck from side to side. Choose stillness or invite movement of fingers and toes. Choose stillness or taking knees into the chest. Choosing to keep the upper body grounded or maybe lift it up into a full body hug. And choosing stillness or taking legs long in front of you, arms long behind you, moving any props first. And find a full body stretch here, reaching from the edge of the fingertips, the edge of the toes. Point and flex through the feet. Bend and stretch through the hands, twirling wrists and ankles in one direction and then in the other. And from here, whenever you're ready, carefully bend in both knees and you choose rolling over to the right or left side, the side that works best for your body in this moment. Taking all the time that you need here. And when you're ready, pressing yourself up to a comfortable seat. Here we started our practice. And now notice how you feel. Palms up, inhale, reach. Touching palms together, exhale, hands on heart center. Coming back to that intention, reduction of anxiety, becoming more grounded in this post-election season. I shouldn't say post-election season. We never have a break anymore, but after this week. And when you're ready, we'll take thumbs to forehead for good and true thoughts, to our lips for good and kind words, and to our hearts for open and loving hearts, knowing no effort on this mat is ever wasted, no gain is ever reversed. May you be safe, may you stay well, may you have a wonderful day, evening, week ahead. Namaste.